Back for my people. Burn a Bush. What up, my guys, man? Welcome to another show, night show. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to all the members in the chat, man. Amazing. Times one. I see you, Balance Mick. What's up, Justice? I see you, my guy. Marcelo, I see you, man. Yes, sir, Avery. You know how we do it, man. Nighttime shows. I do make them public like early in the morning, though, guys. But I am shooting this at what 10:43 Mountain Time right now. What's up with your brew crew? I see you. I see you, Lewis. My guy say he's smacking the Lakers money line and that one. Who else said? Luke Kenvin says been rocking with you since Junior Brown, Jordan Sharp, and Blackjack Fletcher days. Jay, appreciate you, Luke, for being the real one, for always following me through thick and thin. Everybody in the chat, man, you know how we do it. Money does not sleep, but let's always get. It's always business here, guys. I'm not here to waste your time. Try to get in here about 20, 23 minutes. You dig what I'm saying? Get up out of here. Yes, sir. We did cash, man. It was a good day. It was a good day today, man. I must say. And I'll be honest, I didn't take those player props, but damn near every player prop I said today cash, man. So I always say I'm here to break down the games, give you sports betting advice. Even if it's something I'm not taking, I'm just here to give you the looks, right? So I'm trying to start seeing this shit better. Let's get back on the right track here, guys. The bullshit is stopping here. Let's go over here to the streets of Cleveland here, guys. We got the Cavs here laying 5 points at the house versus the Miami Heat in this one. Now, obviously, it's really tough to fully cap the game with Jimmy Butler being questionable. He is questionable with a quad as well, so you never know when they could actually rule a guy out. Anything was usually like quad, hamstring, Achilles, groin, something like that, knee. If they actually are injured, you never know. They could always want to give that another day. This is, I believe this is a revenge spot as well. Yeah, so they played November 20th. Cleveland did beat them 113 to 187. They smoked the Heat in that game. They were laying 7-0, and it was absolute smack city in there, man. The Cavs beat them by 26 points. The home teams are 8-2 straight up in their last 10 meetings, guys. So for whatever reason, it seems to be the home team. And I know that I'm not betting against the Cavs here. This team is 21-5 at the house, guys. 17-8-1 against the spread. They have the matchup edge down low as well. Mobley can match up with Adebayo, but who's going to match up with Allen, in my opinion? So they got the two tandem down low there, guys. So it's a tough one for me. But Butler with a huge question mark, that's the main thing right there, where it's really hot. It's really hard for me to make a definitive play on this game. Heat have won 3 out of their last 4 games, but they are only 1-4 against the spread last 5, guys. So Heat have not necessarily been covering games. They do have, this is a big 3-game road trip really 4-game road trip. Now, the Heat are coming off a bad loss versus the Hornets. They had no business losing that game. Now they have 3 big games coming up: Cavs, New York, and the Bucks. So I'm sure the Heat want to bounce back. Maybe Butler plays. They are coming off a bad loss. In theory, it's a bounce back spot. Cavs coming off a big win versus the Clippers, though. They didn't play anybody. Cavs do have revenge with the Grizzlies on deck. It's a super tough game. I know for a fact this is not something that I'll be betting. Let's see. Just real quick, let me see. Some for props. For props, man, I do think Allen's rebounds is a good look, man. It's like I say, I think Mobley can match up really well with Adebayo, but I think Allen is the guy that should tower over, that should get the boards in this one, man. So maybe be looking at Allen rebounds, Allen maybe or Mobley in this one, man. Rebounds. That's what I'd be looking at. And that one on the other side, Hero has looked like he's gotten out his shooting slump as well. Maybe have to, especially if Butler's out, you have to look at some Tyler Hero points in that one, guys. But Cavs got Donovan Mitchell back. They got all their guys. When you have Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Mobley, it's really tough, man. You got LeVert coming off the bench. The Cavs team is tough. I'm not betting against them. Heat, in theory, in the bounce back spot. We don't know if Butler's playing right now. I know that's a tough game, though, guys. So I don't have a good look on that one. My guy Brew Crew said I took Fultz assist because of you. Fultz cast the points. He cast the points and assists all that, man. This was the Fultz game. The Magic going there beat the 76ers outright after getting down by 21 points early in their game. Let's head over here to the streets of New York here, guys. We got the Knicks laying 2.5 points at the house versus the LA Lakers in this one, guys. Lakers did drop their game versus the Nets today, guys. I was watching game like, oh yeah, I was right, and then they end up getting smoked in that one. But for a little bit there, Lakers in that fourth quarter, they looked like they had came back and took the lead, had a 7-point lead. Then they gave up a 10-0 run going into the fourth quarter, and the game was over. They got outscored by 36 points as well in the fourth quarter. They got smoked, I guess you could say, basically how they were supposed to as well. But they did show fight in that game, guys. Let me just see real quick. Did anybody play major minutes? So look like, yeah, the most Patrick Beverly. I mean, he is pretty old. He played 35 minutes, so he might sit out. But Schroeder at 34 minutes, Schroeder's playing some good defense out there. I'll be honest, in this game, it's real simple with me, guys. I'm only looking towards the Lakers here. I heavily lean plus to the Lakers plus a 2.5. We know that AD is back. Now LeBron, we're not so sure that he's going to be back, guys. He is questionable, but I don't see LeBron sitting this game out, man. He's trying to get closer and closer. I think he needs 117 points to break the record, right? So who knows, man? He could sit out. Who knows? It's fucking LeBron James here, man. He probably sitting out too busy crying and shit. But Lakers 5-1 against the spread last 5 road games, 6-3 ATS last 9 games. They do need to stack up wins if they want to make the playoffs, right? The Knicks, they're trash at the house, man. The 5th worst home against the spread team in the league, man. 9-14-2 against the spread at the house. Horrible, man. 7-10-1 against the spread as a home fave. I do not want the Knicks at the house. I actually lean Lakers plus a 2.5. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see them win the game. AD can come in there and really change up the whole game, especially without them having Mitchell Robinson out there. So AD, they got his defense back, they got his blocks, they got his rebounding back, and offense as well, man. They've missed AD. Hopefully, Mr. Glass doesn't get hurt in this one. But hopefully LeBron plays. I want to take Lakers plus a 2.5. It's not one of my strongest looks of the day, but it is a heavy lean of mine. Much bigger lean than I have in the Heat Cavs game. I want to take Lakers here plus a 2.5, and we know that the refs owe them one at some point. If there's going to be a close, what I mean by that, it's not saying they're going to fix the game for the Lakers. What it means is if it's a few questionable calls, they might go to the Lakers' ways. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that they own them, especially in a tight type of game. They weren't supposed to win tonight versus the Nets, though, but I lean Lakers here plus the 2.5, man. We know AD's coming back for sure. LeBron's questionable. I don't see why he doesn't play in Madison Square Garden here, but I want to lean the Lakers plus the 2.5. Yeah, they saying Lakers TNT special. Yeah, he wants to break the record at the house. Lakers want this game more if both stars play. Now that's facts right there. League manipulating reports, so can't smack them Bucks. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens, guys. You see what happened with Kelsey in the NFL game, man. I'm just telling y'all, man. This a lot of times they're just manipulating the injury report, trying to get you. They probably know which side, you know what I'm saying, which side has a high chance of winning, and then they'll kind of put some shit out there to kind of steer you away. But I lean Lakers plus a 2.5 with how Knicks being trash at the house, 5th worst against the spread team at the house. Pretty simple for me. Lakers or nothing. I actually lean Lakers plus 2.5 very heavily. Lakers money line as well. Those would be my plays in that game, guys. Let's head over here to the streets of Milwaukee here, guys. We got the Bucks laying 12.5 points at the house versus the fucking Charlotte Hornets in this one, guys. It's a high-ass spread. I don't fucking care. I got to take the Bucks here early. I might have to take them often as well, man. I know top spot first quarter. Might have to hop on first half as well, man. I think the Bucks finna come out here and slaughter these Hornets, man. You know how the fly swatter is back in the day, like not early 90s, man, late 90s, early 2000s. You had a fly swatter, man. It's flies all over. There's some southern type shit. Fly swatter. Yeah, that's what I think the Bucks finna do to them Hornets, man. Hornets coming off a big win. Guys, why do the Hornets want to win? Why? They're sitting at the second worst team over there in the Eastern Conference. You're 10 games back of the 10th seed. You're probably not gonna make the. I mean, what are you gonna do? Go 20-10 over the last 30 games or something and try? No, it's not happening. You're not making the playoffs. You might as well start tanking, man. But they have started to play a little bit better, I guess. But what the Hornets do, they come out their ass first quarter, first half, and then they'll for whatever reason, I guess teams feel like the game is over, complacency, then the Hornets will come back in this one. But just look at this, guys. This is my breakdown. So Bucks 5-1 against the spread last six first quarters, guys. They're starting out these games hot, and remember they had lost a bunch of games as well. So now that they got a full squad, they're pissed off and they're trying to get in playoff mode as well, man. 6-1 straight up and 5-2 against the spread last 7 games. And this is a revenge spot as well, guys. Do you remember what happened back on January 6th? What happened? They lost 138 to 109, guys. Giannis, bum ass, only had 9 points in that game. What are we doing here? Only two. The highest scorers for the Bucks in that game was Drew Holiday with 12 points. And I believe Jordan Nora off the bench as well had 12 points, guys. So I gotta pull this shit up because that was a horrible game. So so Drew Holiday had 12 points. No, the highest scorer was Bobby Portis in there with 19 points. AJ Green had 13 points. Grayson Allen had 12. Giannis 9 points, man. 2 of 7 from the field. 5-11 from free throws. An absolute horrible game, man. But it's not gonna happen again. Guess what happened in the first quarter? They were down 51 to 28 in the first quarter. They were down 84 to 60 at the end of the first half. I guarantee you they remember that shit. They didn't win a single quarter in the game. Even in the second half, they got outscored in the third quarter 28-27, got outscored in the fourth quarter 26-22. It's absolutely inexcusable. I think they're bouncing back here, guys. Hornets 1-4 against the spread last 5 first quarters. Also 0-5 against the spread last 5 first half as well. You look at the Bucks, number 2 in rebound percentages last 5 games, whereas the Hornets sitting at 16th. I think the Bucks tower over them. I think Giannis is an absolute matchup nightmare. He's not going to have 9 points this game. He might have 90, but I like Giannis props in this game. Giannis has been going bonkers. Hopefully he plays, but they gave up 51 points in that first quarter of the last game, guys. I like the Bucks in the first quarter. I like them in the first half as well, man. They probably cashed the trifecta spot. I'm not taking the full game, but I like Bucks first quarter, first half in this one, guys. I think they'll be up by 10, 11 points at the end of the first quarter. That is their point differential so far since January 1st as well in the first quarter, being up by average of 10 points. They're going to be up by 10 at the end of the first quarter. They're going to be up by 15 to 20 at the end of the first half. Maybe Hornets come back in the second half. I don't care. I'm getting in, getting out like hot potato. I'm liking the Bucks, and the Bucks will put Bucks in our pocket, my guys. Let's fucking go in this one, man. What y'all saying? League manipulating report, yeah, not all that stuff. What y'all saying in the chat, man? Bucks early, only wait. No, that's facts right there, man. Brew Crew, I know you like it. The Milwaukee Brewers, you dig what I'm saying? Let's go, man. I like it, man. I like this shit. It could be a trifecta spot, Luke. It should be a trifecta spot, man. They must say, but yeah, I think the Bucks gonna run them off the court, my guys. That's what I see. And Rozier, last point on this one. Rozier went off for 39 points in that game. It's not happening again. They're going to lock down on Rozier. He probably goes under on his points prop on his points. So let's see. So Rozier never likes to pass the ball as well. Rozier probably goes on his points and points and assists in this one, guys. Probably PRA. They're going to put emphasis on shutting down Rozier ass in this one. But I like the Bucks in this one. Let's go, my guys. Let's go. Bucks first quarter, first half, top spots of the day, man. But there's some other spots. There's other spots. Let's go over here to the streets of Chicago here, guys. Only 2 more games. Then put your questions in the chat, and I'll try my best to answer them. Let's go over here to the streets of Chicago, where we got the Bulls getting 3 points at the house versus the LA Clippers in this one. Do you see my hair? It looks like carpet on my head. I need a haircut. Realization. It's not saying that Clippers have to get it done, but I do need a shape up, an edge up. I need a taper fade. And I also like the Clippers in a bounce back J spot. They're coming off a 30-point blowout loss where they were basically down 40 points in that game versus the Cavs, man. It was an absolute no-show. They got absolute smoked. It was on the back-to-back. No Paul George, no Kawhi Leonard. You got to show a little bit better than that. Absolute smoke city. What do we like to do when teams get smoked? We like to ride them the next game, guys. Starting to put things together, the Clippers are 5-1 straight up and 4-2 against the spread last 6 games. 4-0 ATS last 4 playing with 1 day's rest. They're 11-5 last 16 games in Chicago. 4-1 against the spread last 5 in the first quarter as well with Kawhi and PG. Number 1 offensive rated team last 5 games. That's even after the stinker versus the Cavs. Bulls 22nd offensive rating last 5 games as well. And rebound percentage, Clippers 8th in rebound percentage, whereas the Bulls are 21st in rebound percentage the last 5 games. I like the Clippers in this one. I like for them to bounce back in a huge way. They also have revenge as well. They've lost 4 out of the last 5 games that they faced off versus Chicago. And guess what? The last game that they faced off, so Kawhi hadn't faced off versus this team, and I don't think he's faced off with them since he's been with the Clippers. Just let me check one rule. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, but no, he has. He played in the third game. But regardless of that, the last 2 matchups, November 14th of 2021 and March 31st of 2022. So we're talking a couple seasons ago. But regardless of that, the Bulls did beat them 135-130 in overtime. Guess what happened? DeMar DeRozan went for 50 points in that game. They probably remember that shit. DeRozan, I like you, but you're not fucking going for 50 again today. And I'll be honest, I'm trying to figure out the best spot. Personally, when I'm looking at this game yesterday, I'm like, I want Clippers first quarter. I want Clippers full game. So it's basically all about finding the best spot here. But I do think they're going to come out with vengeance and catch this first quarter. And I also like them full game as well, man. Sometimes the Bulls can come out first quarter and first half and play a good game, and they can't really put it together for 48 minutes. But I'm still trying to figure out which one is the best spot, to be perfectly honest with you. But I want Clippers here. I'm telling you that right now. I still think first quarter is a spot, because when you're on a bounce back and you're coming off a horrible loss, you want to bounce back quick. You want to come out really well. You don't want to come out and get down. You want to come out and have the lead, man. It's feeling good about yourself. We know Paul George and Kawhi going to be rested as well. We know the Bulls coming off a little 3-game road trip as well here, man. So Clippers, I like Clippers in the first quarter. Obviously, I can't take it tonight. I like Clippers full game as well, -3, man. I think they're finna get this win. And like I say, the Bulls hadn't really been putting together full 48 minutes. So even if they do come out in the first quarter, first half, I still think the Clippers are gonna find a way to get this win, guys, on the road. This road trip is about to get really hard for them. They got Milwaukee, New York, and Brooklyn up. The road trip gets harder and harder as it goes on. You could argue this is probably one of their easier games on this road trip. Clippers need this game. They're really starting to put things together, and I think they match up really well versus the Bulls as well. Paul George and Kawhi versus Levine and DeRozan. You look at Terrence Mann and Desumnu, basically the same type of players. Now, Patrick Williams and Marcus Morris, obviously Williams a little bit more, he's better defender and a little bit better offensively as well. But Vucevic and Zubac, basically the same thing. But when you look at the bench as well, I really give the edge to the Clippers and Nelwyn, guys. So you have guys like Norman Powell. Now, Reggie Jackson is questionable here, but you got Norman Powell coming off the bench, Batum, Luke Kennard as well, man. Hopefully they have Reggie Jackson. He's the backup point guard, but I'm trusting that bench a lot more than Caruso, Kobe White, and Dragic, and Derrick Jones Jr. and Nelwyn, guys, and Drummond as well. So I like the Clippers. It's got to be first quarter or full game. I think the first half getting there as well. Levi like Clippers halftime and full time. I think they get it done, man. I think the Clippers are winning this game. It's all about figuring out if I want to hop on the first quarter or first half, but I'm definitely taking Clippers -3 in the full game and Elwin, guys. Let's head up here. Last game up. Let's go to the streets of Denver here, guys. Super tough game for me. I know I was talking last show that we want to take teams on the recent performance and their recent form, right? Recent form, the Pelicans been absolute ass. I mean, their wings have been clipped. These motherfuckers can't fly right now. You see what I'm saying? 8 straight losses for the Pelicans, and over that span, they're only 2-6 against the spread as well. But they are a desperate team, man, and I don't like betting against desperate teams. Why? Because you can't hold them down forever. You see what I'm saying? This is a motivation J spot in need of a confidence boosting win as well. What do they have here? The number 1 team in the Western Conference in the Nuggets, also coming back home off a 3-game East Coast road trip as well, where they're coming off like a playoff game versus the 76ers and knowing they've had 2 days off rest, but damn, what do they have next? They have another playoff game next going up against the Golden State Warriors at home. So I don't necessarily like the spot. Guess what the Pelicans have been doing? They've been owning the Nuggets, guys. 6-1 against the spread last 7 meetings in Denver, and it's been a great matchup for them as well, going back even a little bit further than that. 11-5 against the spread last 16 meetings. I don't know what it is, but the Pelicans play the Nuggets really close. They just faced them as well 4 games ago at home. Guess what happened? They got down by, I believe, 17 points. Let's see. Yeah, they got down 19 points, 63-44, guys. What did they do in the fourth quarter, in the second half period? They outscored them in the second half 51-36. They held the Nuggets to 36 points in 24 minutes of basketball, guys. They only lost that game by 1 point. See what I'm saying? Really could have won the game. So not what it is, not sure what it is, but the Pelicans play the Nuggets really tough. And I'll be honest, I think they match up well with them as well, man. How are you gonna beat the Nuggets? You have to beat them with defense and throw an array of lengthy guys at Jokic. Now you look at it. The Pelicans 2-2 straight up last 4 games in Denver as well. Those two, the two of them they won. The 2 losses, one of them was in overtime. The other one was by 2 points, guys. I don't know what it is. It's spooky as hell. Nuggets are somewhat coming down to earth, in my opinion. 1-3 straight up in ATS last 4 games, and also 3-5 ATS last 8, coming off that 3-game East Coast road trip. Like I say, big game versus Warriors on deck. So I'm probably not betting the Pelicans, but I wouldn't be surprised if they came out here scrappy early with a sense of desperation, with a sense of urgency. Remember, this was the number 1 team in the West Conference at one point as well. They've taken a huge drop here, mainly when Zion and BI was out. This is Brandon Ingram's 3rd straight game. I expect him to be a little bit better form in this one, guys. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, let me answer some questions, man. My guy asked who on the show tomorrow, man. So now let's get to the free pick side. So on the show tomorrow, I'm gonna ask if Andy wants to come on. So we're gonna have Prez on tomorrow, guys. Lawrence Prez, man. He's a bit of a quirky type of guy, but he's the $2 handicapper for Wager Talk. I might see if Andy still wants to come on as well, man. But Prez is the one that's coming on the show, little special guest. This is his first time on the show, and he's like a part owner in Wager Talk as well, man. So I know he's been real hot with NBA. I don't know if I don't necessarily think he's an NBA expert, but I do know he's been on a hot run. So he'll come on the show tomorrow. We'll break down these 5 games. And he'll give out some picks or whatever. Then talk about his $2. I know he'll have like a 5% $2 Tuesday play. So, but that's who's going to be on the show tomorrow, my guys. But any other questions in the chat? Yeah, Bulls definitely need a point guard, and I definitely think they're going to miss a point guard in this type of game as well, man. My guy says Clips with full lineup is scary. That's facts, Jay. Now, and remember what I was telling you guys. We were betting the Clippers, and they were playing like ass. And Kawhi told us early this season as well. He said it's going to be ugly for a while, but he thinks when they put things together, they could be a top team in the Western Conference. And we know that they can. We know that they have one of the best defense all around, like 1 through 10, 1 through 9. They have one of the best defense in the league, and they're really starting to put it together. We're going to make some money with the Clippers. Maybe not for the rest of this road trip, but hopefully at least for tomorrow versus the Bulls. Excuse me, when they get home, they really finna stack up some wins, in my opinion, man. Andre says 231 is a lot of points for these 2 slow-paced teams. Yeah, that's a good point right there. Levi saying, Andre said he like Bulls Clips under. Yeah, could definitely be a defensive type of game. Jay says 8 is too much for the Nuggets game. Should be around -6, -6.5. Value on Pels with BI back. I want to take them, man. They just been playing so trash. What team makes it out the West gonna get a ticket or two? It's too hard to tell right now. My God, I must say, with how close these teams are clustered right now, you'd like to say the Nuggets, but I mean, who are you saying? Are you saying you just want to bet the number 1 seed? Because if you just bet number 1 seed, you might have to go Nuggets. But if you want saying to come out of the West, I don't know. It's going to be really tough, man. There's a lot of parity. There's a lot of stuff going on in the West right now, man. So would you wait to take Lakers tonight or tomorrow? If I like Lakers, it's all about if you think LeBron's going to play. I personally think he's going to play. There is possible chance that he could be out, but with him just resting the game, I think LeBron will play, man. So if I think LeBron will play, then it's at 2.5 already. It's 1-3 out there. It's a 3 out there at Bet Online. So if you do have Bet Online and you want the Lakers, make sure you get the 3 or the money line, especially if you get the money line. Bet you want the best money line, right? But it's 2.5. Now I did go down to 2 at Caesars. See what I'm saying? So the looks like the opener is at 1.5. Look like it went up, but I think 2.5 tonight should be good for the Lakers, because obviously if LeBron's in there, it'll go down to at the very least 1.5 or 1 if he's all the way in. So that's what I would say, man. BI has been absolute trash since coming back. That's facts right there. I know he's supposed to be rusty, but he's been really, really bad. It's a good point, Andre. You're not going to come back in full force. But one thing I can say, the thing that the Pelicans have been missing, and that's his ball handling. That's something that won't show up. It doesn't matter how it might be good if he just doesn't shoot, but his ball handle alone, that way that CJ doesn't have to run the point guard the whole game. So ball handling alone, they missed BI, my guy. Just trust me on that. I want to take Pelicans plus the 8. I'll be honest with you. I want to take them, but it may be early, could be the better look, but I want to take Pelicans plus the 8. When it's a desperate team catching points, that always interests me. But the thing why I might not take them, because like if they do get smacked up, will I be surprised? No, I won't. I want to be taking these plays that if I lose, like I'm fucking surprised. You see what I'm saying? So let's keep it going, man. But yeah, any other questions, man, before I get out of here? Like I say, top spots for me that I'm looking at, man, and I can't even bet these yet. Only place these are out on points bet. But I like Bucks first quarter tomorrow, man. Minus the 4.5, man. -4, -4.5. I like this. I see this is a revenge spot, a vengeance spot. Hornets been coming out ugly first quarter, first half. Know the script, right? That what has been going on. The Hornets coming out really lackluster in games, and then they have to put it together in the second half when teams basically think the game is over. I think Bucks first quarter, first half, I think those are the spots in that game. And then the Clippers game, I want Clippers full game -3 for sure. And then I'm thinking first quarter, it's got to be the first quarter, first half. But if I'm going with what I know, if I'm going with my research in the bounce back J spot, they're saying Clippers in the first quarter and in the full game -3, guys. So that'll be my top 4 plays. Bucks first quarter, Bucks first half, Clippers first quarter, Clippers full game in that one. Honorable mentions, heavily lean Lakers plus the 2.5, guys. I really think that's the right side in the game. The Knicks fifth worst ATS team covering team at home in the league, guys. Not a bet on situation. 9-14-2 against the spread. I'm not laying points with the Knicks at the house. And we know the refs the Lakers won. Lakers plus 2.5, man. It's the only way I could look. Pelicans plus the 8. That's the only way I could look. Yeah, we might have to hop on Bucks team total overs. They're going crazy, right? So let me see. I mean, I don't think they're out. It might be a team total. I might take the team total. I'm not gonna say just fuck the spread, but so if it's at 125 full game, it's gonna be somewhere around what, like 62. Probably they have it a little lower, maybe like 60, 61 first half. I think they gonna come out there and get on their ass, man. I actually like the Bucks first quarter and first half team total over, man. I liked it. I like it, man. I like it, man. Yeah, now the team totals won't be up tonight, especially not first quarter and first half and stuff, man. So this guy has to put on a show in most dramatic fashion. That's fast. Yeah, LeBron, he should be there, man. Yeah, Miss Madison Square Garden chasing Kareem, you better get your ass in there. I think if you like I think Lakers plus 2.5 should be good tonight. Go ahead. That is one that you go ahead and take tonight, guys. And like I say, let me see the Clippers. If you can get that 3, because it's 3.5 at some spots. You dig what I'm saying? I know I'm finna try to find me a 3. Well, it's 3 it's 3 at most spots. I know I'm finna hop on Caesars and hop on me a 3. You see what I'm saying? Early Super Bowl leans. I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. I lean Chiefs. I think they want Mahomes to get MVP of the Super Bowl and the MVP of the league. That's just what I think, man. So I'm probably not betting the game, but I think it's cheap. I mean, you see the way they cheated for Mahomes to get him to the Super Bowl. I mean, they are injured, they're banged up, receiving core, all that good stuff, but they have a lot more experience. And they're coming off. I remember last time they lost in the Super Bowl, Mahomes was sitting there, and afterwards he said, "I never want this feeling again." They got the chance to get there. I know Jalen Hurts and them, the ballers, probably best overall team, but refs probably on Mahomes. He's the underdog. All the money is against Mahomes. It's Mahomes or nothing for me. 2 weeks to prepare as well to get good on that ankle. It's their third Super Bowl, man. They won the first one, lost the second one. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. LeBron embarrassed himself bad. Yeah, I looked at it again. I'm like, bro, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I must say. You saw TT come back tonight? What does that mean? I don't know what that means, Andre. I'm finna get up out of here, man. Hurts look bad. I know about him in a game. Yeah, no, I see. Yeah, Hurts is injured as well, guys. He's not. His shoulder is hurt as well. So they like to run him and shit. What were you saying, Andre? Had TT money line. Oh, Texas Tech. Oh yeah. Texas Tech came back. Yeah, I know somebody. Hey, my other guy had this as well. Yeah, good, nice cash on that one, man. But let's get up out of here, man. Um, Yeah, let's get up out of here, man. Like I say, for me, the top spots, man, what my research has brought me, right? What my spots are and what I have to keep going with. Bucks first quarter, first half, really starting to put things together. And it's a fate of the Hornets as well, man. This is a tanking team, in my opinion. Even though they starting to play a little bit better full game wise, this is a huge revenge spot for the Bucks. They got dog walked in their game at the house, man. 51-28 at the first quarter. They finna flip that shit on them. Now they finna that first quarter finna be something like 41 to 31 or something like that, guys. That's how I see the Bucks coming out there getting on the Hornets. Hornets are gonna want to play fast. Giannis is Giannis is finna go bonkers on this Hornets team, man. I'm telling you that right now. 41-31 at the end of the first quarter. Got 75 to no, Hornets might not even get that much. 75-45 at the half, man. Smoke City, let's go. Bucks first quarter, first half. And then Clippers, man. Full game, -3. And I like Clippers first quarter as well, man. Bounce back spot. Rested PG and Kawhi. Going up against Levine and DeRozan in this one. I'm going with the better defensive team, going with the better rebounding team as well in the Clippers in that one. Heavily leaned to the Lakers plus the 2.5. I do think LeBron plays. I do think that the refs owe them one. I do think that the Lakers win. And then the Pelicans, I lean their way plus the 8. They own the Nuggets, not own them straight up, but own them against the spread. 6-1 ATS last 7 in Denver, 11-5 ATS last 16 meetings as well. And the desperation team, you're getting a more desperate team catching points as well. Let's go, man. Let's go, guys. It's time to start stacking up these wins. I'm finna get out of here. Let's get some cash. I'm pumped up and let's get it going, man. Let's bring the energy to the plays. That's what I do. If you like the show, hit the like button, man. Subscribe to obviously y'all subscribe, but this for the people that's coming back watching the show, man. If you like the show, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that join button as well, man. The way you get the late night early access to the shows, my guys. We will win. Let's get this cash, guys. We out. Let's fucking go. Let's go, baby.